Come in an earthquake or a plague or a pestilence or as God would have me, then be assured that I shall never desert you and make your enemies triumph over you. When I am dead, wrap the mantle of the red, the black and the green around me, for in the new life I shall rise up with God's grace and blessing to lead the millions of the heights and the triumph that you well know. Look for me in a world when there is harm, look for me all around you, for in God's grace I shall come back with countless millions of black men and women who have died in America, those who have died in the West Indies, and those who have died in Africa, to aid you in the fight for liberty, freedom, and right.
I will always be kept safe in the arms of my King. Never will I stray. Every day me I try to do the right thing. No love again. That's the way our things gone nowadays. Man only care for themselves and no one else. No fickle youth who wanna turn shooter. Look what you're doing to your future. It's so hurtful to see the people dying out with AIDS and cancer. Man, I turn demon promoting evil. Nobody wanna live righteous. Devil in a disguise, to them I hypnotize. That's why we gotta be focused. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hold the faith. Everything is gonna be okay. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hope and pray. Giant's gonna make things fair. I will always be kept safe in the arms of my King. Never will I stray. Every day me I try to do the right thing. No love again. That's the way our things gone nowadays. Man only care for themselves and no one else. Babylon system full of Freemasons. Don't wanna be a government victim. Better you run away. You had to say, beware, Jah is still existing. Where is the comfort they should provide for us? Feels like we're living in a circus. While me I meditate, me not gonna take a bait. Old song, get nothing more to this. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hold the faith. Everything is gonna be okay. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hope and pray. Giant's gonna make things great. No fickle youth who wanna turn shooter. Look what you're doing to your future. It's so hurtful to see the people dying out with AIDS and cancer. Man, I turn demon promoting evil. Nobody wanna live righteous. Devil in a disguise, to them I hypnotize. That's why we have to be focused. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hold the faith. Everything is gonna be okay. Better gonna come one day. Better gonna come one day. All we gotta do is hope and pray. Giant's gonna make things great.
Better gonna come one day. Good afternoon, Trinidad and the beautiful Tobago. That's the voice of the one and only Jah Melody, guy from Caranage. Better gonna come one day. One big track from Jah Melody right there. Of course, it is 20 minutes after, well, 19 minutes after the hour of 12 o'clock in Trinidad and Tobago. And checking in, the man Heavy Duties on the ones and twos. TC, I'm here. Well, Heavy Duties here to hot up your head a little bit today again. And at 2:30 p.m., we are going to be hearing from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. The press conference is on. Yep. So at 2:30 p.m., we are going to be hearing from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And these days, I'm here on time, so I guess at 2:30 p.m. we'll be turning it over to the press conference.
Of course, I want to say good afternoon to all those of you locked on to the Street 919, those of you locked on Facebook and on YouTube, right? Welcome. And I want to say good afternoon to all those of you who tune in here on a Saturday to listen to TCNI every Saturday for the weekend review.
Yep.
Yes.
So what's new, Heavy?
A lot. For a couple of weeks we haven't been on here. Well, I apologize first for the late start. We had a little technical issues we were trying to deal with. Sort out. So let me apologize to you. And let me also apologize to you for the past couple of weeks you didn't hear from us. I want to say good evening to Beverly down there on the beat. Also to Lucky Bakery driver.
Well, we were here last week. We just decided to play music after.
We didn't talk.
After the long rerun, so we decided to just play some music to ease the brain.
So I want to ask the residents of Beatham Gardens to just hold a little strain, right? Your voices are being heard. I just hope the right people are hearing them to deal with that disastrous situation that is happening with you guys down there.
What's going on in Beatham?
Right, the sewer in Beatham is overflowing into the streets.
Wow.
And in front of people's homes. The stench is unbearable, and you can't even come outside, because when you come outside, you have big rubber boots because there's sewer water all in front of your place. You understand?
Wow.
And they're asking the authorities to do videos. It's all over social media, and they're asking the relevant authorities, their MP or their council, neither of them have visited to sort out the problem.
Visit down there, Heavy.
Well,
come on, Heavy.
At least send the relevant authorities, WASA, whoever.
All the throw water on the man the last time. I expect him to come down. The hell was it all, Heavy? No, I'm being honest.
Wow.
No, let's be honest. So, all right, you went somewhere, Heavy. Let's be real here today. You went somewhere, Heavy. They disrespected you by throwing water and dashing you and running you out of there, right? I'm just saying, will you go back? I mean, it's your job to go back. You're supposed to rest it aside, but we are humans here. Would you go back? It's your job to go. That's part of your job.
I rather not answer that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
because
the
reason why I'm not answering that is because I'll be like I taking 3 steps backward.
No, the problem is greater than him, you know. When I mean the problem is greater than him going back, you know. I'm just saying to you that on a personal scale, this is how
I think if on a personal scale, if it was in my situation, I think they would not even dash water on me. Because the reason why, you see, the reason behind it is because poor representation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you come in, promising, and now it is the people flood out and they lost all that stuff and things.
Yeah.
Frustration of the people that throw water on you. Now, I expect it to go back, but I expect it from that experience to take it as a learning procedure and then move forward. You understand? Say, okay, I was negligent in the past. Let me try and fix this now. No, even if you're not sending, even if you don't want to go,
you could send in the right authorities to fix the issue. I'm just saying, you know, at the end of the day, human is human. Just a little bad mind will play off, and he would say to himself, listen, all the water, I ain't not coming down there.
Well,
what the hell was it all? Yeah?
When in public life, you can't have bad mind.
Yeah, you could.
No.
You could, but you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. Heavy on air. All I don't call Heavy now, he's on air. Right? You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to, but you do. People bad minded, people right there. People who saying down next to one another in the big seat on them, this one do like that one. You understand? So, but you're not supposed to, but it happens. It happens.
All right.
You know? I'm just, understand what I'm saying? It's not supposed to happen, but right in cabinet, right in the ministries, right in the powers that be, the ministers, everybody like one another. It had things that going on that
you see the reason why you will speak like that, you see, because we have no idea, no clue what is proper governance in Trinidad and Tobago and what is proper representation. The closest thing we had to good representation is Jack Warner. It is the Shogunas West constituency when he was that MP. You understand? So he was like seeing people from 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 a.m. in the morning, straight up until evening time, hearing people problems and actually going out and trying to fix it. And he wasn't turning back nobody. You know, when you go to see Jack one eye and they go to tell him thing happening, it's so bad that people from other constituencies was going there to ask Jack Warner to help them in their constituency. You understand?
Understand.
You cannot go to see this particular MP for this particular area no given time. What's yet is no Minister of National Security. He was unavailable before and he's still unavailable now.
No.
Right? So but I'm still asking him on behalf of the people
to go out
and try and get
get
problem done.
You don't go out, but get it done.
Well, get it done. Yeah.
Get it done.
Get it done. Make a call.
Get it done.
Yeah, make a call.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it needs the assistance
it needs the assistance,
and that's why I started by saying it is the problem is bigger than him and the issue of him not going back. The problem is bigger than
that.
It's bigger than that. The problem is there's a problem. It's a huge problem, and it has to be fixed.
And it's only one man throw it on him, and that one man get locked up. And got case. So you can't suffer the whole community for one man. I don't think they're that vindictive. You understand? Anyway, moving on from that, I just want to tell your residents of Beaton, please hold us train.
Yeah, because if they start to kick brass, you know what's going to happen.
Please.
Right?
Yeah.
It's blocking so and blocking so on.
We don't want that. Then we try to deal with things diplomatically. We know there's the moving slow motion like lava. But that situation needs to rectify. Another thing I want to talk about, I'm really trying to steer from all this sweetie talk. So I want to talk about the situation where we have no commissioner, neither acting commissioner in our country.
Wow. And here says the commissioner that has been acting well, not legal, I should say, illegally.
Well, yes.
So if so, there's a lot of questions there to be answered. The people that was promoted, are they promoted legally? All the firearm license that is issued.
No.
No, I'm just asking.
First thing first, people mixing up the story. I had to read the story twice to fully understand it. Right? The appointment of the commissioner was legible.
Right.
When the commissioner tenure was up, they put him as acting.
Right. And that
time they couldn't put him as acting because that within itself was illegal. The person who filed that matter in the court to say that particular act by putting his appointment, he was appointed for a certain tenure.
Yes.
They cannot put him to act because he was never a police from a constable. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So he couldn't go now as acting. They had to get a police who in the ranks
to act as right.
Which they put the next person as acting.
Understand.
Right? So he actually filed a motion in the court to dismiss that act as illegal. Right?
Understood.
So
understood.
That particular appointment as him acting in the meantime was
it can't happen
was unconstitutional.
It
was unconstitutional. As the judge said, that was unconstitutional. The acting one who was appointed was only appointed for a brief period because the Police Service Commission had to submit who they put into act.
Okay.
And they didn't get to do that because they had to also submit who will be the next commissioner. And when that process was being tampered with, when that process was done by putting the existing commissioner as acting, had a little tugging in between there, inside of there, and people started to resign.
Right.
You understand? Now we have no Police Service Commission, and they are the one who is responsible for submitting.
Have they started to?
Yes, they started appointing people to be the Police Service Commission. And then when they are formed, then we will get them to go forward in the names that they were submitting to who will be the next acting commissioner and who will be the new commissioner.
All right.
You understand?
Without a commissioner of police, all divisions are running headless, should I say? or the senior soup and the
they will have their role to play, but there are certain
things that have
to happen where
a commissioner
has to, and it's a lot.
Like for firearm license.
That's just
this.
one, but it's a lot.
No, yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Because look at this, we are under a state of emergency.
Right.
We're supposed to have a commissioner or acting commissioner right now in this time. If a riot should break out in town tomorrow, we can have each division
doing their
own thing.
Yeah,
Who will say, well, all right, send down 10 people. Some from the east, and who will have to have a man? Must have a man, a general in charge. You understand? Because everybody could be
all willy-nilly.
You understand? So that being said, we need to act on that. And to me, it's like TC it's like embarrassing to have this going on right now with our government and our constitution, whereby we sympathize just appointing.
In all of this,
it had too much.
Where is our president of Trinidad and Tobago?
She have a lot of questions to answer, and I'm saying this because it's embarrassing. Now it's like you sleep on the job. And things just go really, really neat.
Is the most silent president I've ever
She talk out on a lot of things, like frivolous things, like the woman who sang the anthem in a different genre, and she said, "Do ever sing the anthem in the thing?" She talk about when people come to her house, there have to be only couples, only married couples should come to play residence, and all these frivolous things. Well, she talk out on those things, but things like this of importance. Like things of our appointment. And a lot of people are saying, oh, why the government can just appoint a police commissioner. And they need to understand that politicians are not allowed to do that.
Yeah, because they would have the commission in their hand.
This is why
they have the commissioner in their hand.
Correct.
Right.
The police service is the only legal how to put it? It's the only crime fighting force that we have in Trinidad and Tobago, right? That deals with strictly with crime. I want to say crime across the board, because a lot of people think crime is just killing and gun and alcohol, marijuana and narcotics and traffic offenses. There's also corruption is a crime.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
There's a lot of white collar
crime and all these things,
fraud
and collusion and fraud and all these things, right? That need to be dealt with also. So when you have politicians hiring or a government hiring a police commissioner and he works for them, then whatever they do, you will not go in and try to lock up your boss.
Mm-hmm.
If your boss is in wrongdoing.
Yeah.
So that being said, you have to be careful and that is why people are saying the president, when she was supposed to send out the new list of people for the Public Service Commission, she was visited by a public official.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, she held back. So they're trying to say, who is the public official that come and visit you that make you now hold back? And if it's that is collusion. It meaning that a politician come to tell you, well, who to pick.
Oh, okay. Or who not to pick.
Or who not to pick. You understand? And that being said, it's a collusion. And then we had the video on social media with Gary explaining how they, in street terms, fighted him down.
Right.
And no matter what, he was still trying to serve the country and whatever best way he could, and he not really fighting for the position. And I just paraphrasing here because I don't have the video, but basically that was.
I took a look at
the video.
I took a look. I listened to him, and I took a look at the video as well. Right. In my personal, and this is my personal opinion, he served well.
Yeah.
Right, as a commissioner, and whether or not he gets the chance to serve again, or his tenure is up now, right? I think he should just give up. I mean, you're fighting to be the best at the job that you do, but then if the forces are against you, right?
No,
Live your life and
what he was saying though in that statement was that what the reasons they give.
I as I tell I listen.
It's like trumped up charges, that kind of way.
Yeah. I listen.
Where's the evidence? Is that's like that? They're trying to discredit his name, and that's why he really saying that what he really saying. But in this country, I always say Trinidad is like people that say Trinidad not a real place, and like every day is like, we heading there. The next thing I want to talk about, I didn't really want to talk about it because to me, it is like it's gonna be like a tit for tat, back and forth, PNM UNC talk, and I not about division. But I say I just want to mention it because it happened within the week that passed, and that is the protest in Bagpo.
With the
burning of the tires in the road and thing, and where they say the member of parliament was involved within the protest, and there was a video with circulating with her telling the guy with the van with the tires, and the police was there, and she was telling the guy, put the tire and them over there for me. I want the tire up there. That kind of way. And the police said, no, the man said, well, I can't put the tire because the police said, yeah, she put one tire right over there for me, please, right on the side.
Are you serious?
Yes, I was watching the video.
Put it on the side of the road?
No. Well, they had already burning tires.
Right? I saw the video where they were burning tires, and I saw police coming and removing the tires in a bus. Yeah. But I didn't see a video.
But there was a video with her telling a guy he has bands on tires on a van.
Right. And she's telling him, put it there.
Put the tire there, and I think she was talking. I wasn't hearing what the police was telling her, but I was hearing her speaking back to the guy in the van. Right. She said, I can put one tire this side here. I want to put one tire this side here. That kind of way.
No, but she wanted one tire.
But the man was saying, like, but you can't put it on top of the fire, and yes, she knew I wanted it on the side.
Right, she didn't do anything wrong?
No.
She wanted it on the side?
No. I wanna explain, right, because I was asking as well in a little investigation. No, she's the MP for Table Amaruga. Right? The new MP. Right. But I know that was previously a PNM seat.
Right.
But I think it was Dr. Lovell Francis, and I think he lost that seat to her.
Right.
Right? Before him was Clifton D. Coco, so it was a marginal seat.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So UNC won back that seat, and the problem is, since then it was like they was complaining that they have neglected that constituents with regards to anything. So it's like they were punishing the people.
Right.
So the roads were deplorable, and they weren't being fixed.
Well,
and she all the letters she wrote and all the calls she called and all of that.
I don't want to make a song bad, but in Mova there, right?
In Mova,
yeah. There's a UNC stronghold.
No.
And they're punishing the people.
Punishing the people.
And Bitam we now speak about, is that a PNM or UNC stronghold?
No.
Is that UNC stronghold?
No.
No. They're punishing the people in Bitam. In Diego Martin. You see Best Road down there?
No, how no Best Road? No way.
Along the east-west corridor.
The only good piece I would have is from my Mova Junction traffic light right before Fusalans. And after that.
Well, right. So then they have been punishing the people all over.
So the people, I don't know if the MP supported them. I don't know if she incited. And I don't want to say she's responsible.
Right.
But the people decide enough is enough. And they decide to go in Tire and Block Road.
Yeah.
Right? If she was there with them, I saw a video with her, but I wasn't seeing nobody else. But right, we have a call coming in.
Yeah,
take that call. Let's get the phone calls in.
Look, but you see the call up there?
Yeah.
You get through, Heavy.
Hello?
No, that's no. They have to call us back. They have to call us back. You can call us back. You can call us back right now. Get into the conversation.
The numbers are called 342-0081. That's 342-0081, 7711-791, and 466-5391.
Hi, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Is this the radio station?
Yes, it's the radio station.
I'm from Barbados.
You're from Barbados?
There was a problem. There was a problem going on, buddy.
No, they play.
Yeah.
They play.
We
They
have no
play.
time to play.
We have no time to play. They play.
Yeah, we have no time to play this afternoon. All right. So have you?
Yeah.
So you didn't see anybody else in the video?
No, I
Just
saw
the
the police, the MP, and the guy with the van with the tires on it. Right?
Okay.
I just want people to know the country is disgruntled right now. The country is really crying out. People are not hearing, nowhere going to hear no positive talk. Everybody is talking about the food prices, the bad roads, the unemployment. They're wondering if things will get better. They're quarreling about the budget. They're quarreling about a lot of things. Caller?
Good afternoon.
The two most misinformed idiots on the radio, boy, you hush.
Your phone card. Your phone card.
You said?
The two most misinformed people on the radio.
You know something?
Yeah.
I'm glad he said that. You know why I'm glad he said that?
Why?
Because if you listen to this radio station from Monday to Friday, you will think that nothing is wrong with Trinidad and Tobago.
Serious.
I'm telling you.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, TC.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, on your sidekick.
Yeah.
You listen to the video?
Which video?
Well, we just talking about it. You can talk about it.
As I said, I saw the first video, well, one video with the burning of the tires and some police removing the tires. The other video I did not see.
All right. All right, well,
So I don't.
I see two videos.
All right. So tell us.
And from my attention, first, let me add something. Since I know myself, Trinidad is bad roads.
Trinidad is?
Bad roads. So comparing about which district have good roads and that's one who neglecting who, since I know myself, is bad roads.
And you're comfortable with that?
You see, I'm comfortable with that.
Well, then,
I'm from the South Land.
Right.
And really and truly, like it have no engineer can really repair. Because remember the south have a different type of soil to the west.
Right.
And the east. It's a soil like an oil soil will be dropping. Because now, and then again, we have the worst set of contractors and I had to say, forgive me for saying so. It don't matter who govern it. You have a contract.
Yeah.
It has something like that. I just carrying the money and to fix the road, they just come and give us something hurry and then return because I can't see it.
But caller.
Yeah.
These same contractors here, do you know these same contractors leave Trinidad and go up the islands Just now, hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
These same contractors leave Trinidad, get contracts up the islands, and give them perfect work.
Roads.
Perfect roads. So then I can't blame the contractors.
Management.
Thank you. Because if you're going, let's just say you go Guyana, Barbados, Grenada, St. Vincent, and you're giving them perfect road. And you can't tell me by now you're buying all the latest equipment to do the road, but up to now you can't do something to tell me why is the soil below dropping, what we have to do to get the road sturdy, all these big steamrollers you're bringing in, everything to get the soil proper and sturdy enough to take a road, and still the road dropping, then something is definitely wrong.
Well, what I suspect, TC, every political, well, we remain two different parties.
Yeah, right.
Everybody moved to suit them political party. That's what for the 50th time I realized that was going on. And it's not this one better than the next. No. The time I only face a year, I don't foresee what is taking place out there. So if this one come and defend that one, and the next one come and this is why I say they out to make us and have us like fools. And this is what I see. Because A will come and defend B, and B will come and defend C, and so it is. You understand what I'm talking about?
I understand.
This scene why I see in the video there, what I figure, the individual who should be really be beyond the law, the same lawman was encouraging the crippleness. That same lawman there. Don't be concerned. That man was encouraging that. What's your other video?
I'll try and get it and watch it.
What's your other video? I will help you. I will help you. And what is it that? So you encouraging? For argument's sake, the council really know too much of the law. So you encouraging the council to break the law.
So there was
they want to send police and other people house and want to get footage and to come down on the small man. Yeah, so I ain't here to talk nothing but the police was encouraging it.
So there was a police on the scene that was encouraging the
They were showing that two police. That one stand up and some of that jersey and the police pants and shoes and whatnot and thing.
All right.
So Heavy should that video. Watch that video to please.
All right.
For the statement the person talk about an informant, they wouldn't make that statement. So get up with them, what's that?
All right. Thank you so much, Kola.
Yeah.
I agree with you on some of your points, but I definitely do not agree with you on some of their points right there. Because, okay, as you said, we have to forget this party and that party, but technology is way beyond us right now. And these big companies, these massive companies that is doing the road paving right now, is bringing in the state-of-the-art equipment to do the road paving. They even bringing in equipment to dig up the old asphalt.
You know what's the problem with roads in Trinidad and Tobago? The only good roads in Trinidad and Tobago, really and truly, is the highways, the bus routes, and the airport tarmac.
And my belief about the roads is this: proper re-infrastructure, I should say.
Correct is right. The reason why I'm saying that what is kill roads is drainage, and
yes.
pipelines.
Yes.
We shouldn't have pipelines running in the middle of our roads.
Yes.
The pipeline supposed to be run at the side.
At the side, yes.
Not in the road.
Not in the road, yes.
You understand? Because when you dig and you put on pipe, have you ever call? Take that call.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, is this CC?
Hi, good morning.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sorry.
Good afternoon. I wanted to address this. Heavy was saying something about food prices and TNT being very high. I just want to highlight that, worldwide, the food prices are going up.
Okay.
So not just in TNT, worldwide. I don't live in TNT, but I'm saying worldwide, prices have been going up since the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
No, I'm saying prices, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, have been going up since the pandemic. Prices everywhere are going up for food.
But then we have to start to plant some more food in Trinidad here. We have to start to give the farmers a little more leeway. Allow them to do some more planting and make things more viable for the planters in Trinidad, So the food prices, although it's going up worldwide, it's gonna kind of curb the amount of food we have to import, the import bill.
Yeah, and if you have land, you can plant too. You can even plant in a bucket. You know what I'm saying? You can plant stuff in a bucket.
And then there's hydroponics now, so you don't have to plant
on your roof.
You don't need 20 acres of land like long time. You need piping and the right technology, and there's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah, you can help yourself out.
But we do understand the food prices around the world is going up. We're not we're not against that. What we're saying is we have enough land in Trinidad. All the Caroni land that we used to plant cane and all that, we have a lot of land that is just in Trinidad here that we can now utilize and plant some food. You know?
Right, so people should start doing that instead of complaining. You know what I'm saying?
No, darling, we have to complain. We have to complain.
Instead of because I'm in the U.S. and like for the few warm months, a lot of people try to plant, even if they plant in pots. You know, and sometimes the yard is concrete. You may have concrete and put stuff in pots and put it out in the yard, you know, for the few warm months. You know, you get your variety, your plant, your thyme, your plant, you know, so they can do that there too. Like the warmer climates, Florida and stuff, people do a lot of planting.
All right.
You know?
Well, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. The difference between us and as she said, they living in the concrete jungle, so they can't plant like us, but we are real. Look at right over here, the mountain.
TC,
we could real plant.
TC, it won't happen. They need to understand
because
this conversation was being had not now. 50 years ago, we were talking about boosting the agricultural system and getting it that we could be self-sufficient and all of these things. All these food prices that is going up is simply because, and they want to say, well, food prices going up all over the place. You know, since we small America, food prices lower than us. But I think we should send barrel along here.
Yeah.
If food prices go up in America, right, that shouldn't be affecting us. Or no part of the world shouldn't be affecting us.
Yep.
Our food prices are going up because of one thing and one thing only.
Import bill.
Correct, that's right.
Yeah.
And now the price of bringing freight is double, so the consumer have to feel it.
Yep.
Okay? You have to ask yourself, who put that price of bringing in freight double?
Double.
And it doesn't matter where you bring. Food, car parts, appliances, wherever you bring. Anything to clear is now double. Okay? That have nothing to do with the pandemic. Right? Yes, pandemic make food shortages all over the world, so prices will go up. But our prices here have gone up 3 times. They will go down a whole 55% from say 2020 to 2021 in 1 year. A bottle of oil from $10, the small bottle from $10 to $27.
Wow.
Come on, do the
math. No, because everything going up worldwide.
Yeah, because everything going up worldwide. So yeah. So with Alu.
Yep.
So we're going for a break, and when we come back,
we have some.
I just have a little something to touch on with the safe zones.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. How the big conglomerate don't have safe zone? Huh? And the restaurants and bars.
Restaurants and bars, and casinos and these places.
Restaurant, bars, and casinos. Restaurants,
bars, casinos, and cinemas.
I want to say it again. Restaurants. We started restaurants, right?
Yep.
Huh? The restaurant in Trinidad that has the chain of restaurants. How is that they are not as safe? They don't have to go that safe.
Meaning that they're in-house dining. Meaning you can't sit down inside and eat.
Okay, but then why not do it with the same thing with bars? If I don't want to, if I could, then I should be able to just go to a bar, buy what I want, and leave. If I want a lime, then it becomes I have to show my card. But if I just want to go and purchase something and leave,
you shouldn't have to be doing
I shouldn't have to go through that. Yeah. It's the same thing with the restaurant.
Yep.
But you put the bar owners against the wall with that. Because but they stand
they are
full responsibility for you, you know.
They are actually crying foul with that whole
crying thing. What?
They're crying, they're saying that this whole situation
I would never even go to, I wouldn't go and try to even open a place, I would leave it closed.
A lot of them leave their own clothes.
But that way you have to do because it makes no sense.
Okay.
It makes no sense. Understand what I'm saying? I should have been allowed just like a restaurant, right? If I want to, I go and I buy my thing, and I go on. Let's be real. I buy my stuff.
Let's just
and
say
I go.
Right now, under this, right now, under this whole situation, right now, bars are obsolete. They're not even relevant right now.
No, because you could go in a supermarket, get your thing, and go online wherever you want to.
And not only that, something that they miss entirely. When I come back, we will talk about it. I will tell you off here, but when I come back, they miss it entirely, and I was shocked that they didn't even mention it.
Let's head to the break.
Let's go to the break. And when we
Street
come
919 FM on Facebook and on YouTube, Iwer TV on YouTube. We'll be right back, all right?
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
This is Nigel Coutier.
And this is Brian Manning. Parang time.
Call out to your neighbor.
Call out to your friends.
Come, let's spend
Christmas together. Christmas time is here. Can you feel it? It's in the air.
I call to one and all. Start up the music. Let's have a ball. Watch you play the song
while we sing along.
Sorrel in my hand
while we sing Paran.
Children laugh and sing
to the joy it brings.
Eats and drinks for so.
You touch here, you know. To have a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas is what we aim for.
So call out to your neighbor,
call out to your friends.
Come, let's spend
Christmas together.
Wake up this morning, you know where we going. Victoria Village, we parangin.
Auntie in St. Joseph, don't leave home, we coming. With box bass and shack,
we parangin.
In Pleasantville,
we band passing.
In Monrepo,
parang we go.
St. Madeleine,
carols we sing.
Coquille,
we parangin day.
To have a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas is what we aim for.
So call out to your neighbor,
call out to your friends.
Come, let's spend
Christmas together.
Brianna, heading across to St. John.
St. Joseph Village.
No, we have to go to Isabella too.
We go Sando East.
With that, is a whole San Fernando parangin with us.
We going everywhere.
Yes, sir. We come back again. Nigel Coutier, Brian Manning. Christmas together. Hey. Hey. Yes, man. Tell them, Brian.
To have a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas is what we aim for.
So call out to your neighbor,
call out to your friends.
Come, let's spend
Christmas together.
Keep on passing. Around we go. Carols we sing. We parang and day. Call out to your neighbor,
call out to your friends.
Come, let's spend
Christmas together.
Greetings and blessing in the name of our wonderful Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia. And we would like to invite you to listen to the Final Hour broadcast every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444.
Please be sure to tune in and prepare to be blessed.
My life, I lay it on the altar. As my life.
Let's vaccinate Trinidad and Tobago. The Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccines are WHO approved, safe, free, and they work. No appointments needed for drive-through facilities and most of the mass vaccination sites. Visit www.health.gov.tt for more details on walk-in locations. So don't wait. Go, grab a jab. Let's vaccinate TNT. A message from the Ministry of Health.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Saturday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel for PNM's virtual meetup. Feature addressed by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Saturday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Great is the PNM.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly of numbers 399 Eastern Main Road, Waiko, Sangre Grande, is pleased to present Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson and guest. Sundays, Tuesdays, and Friday night, Sunday Ministry of Worship, Children Hour, and the Word from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesdays, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation from 9 p.m. and Friday night, 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. all night prayer for our nation. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit with us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated at Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank.
Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
Hi, this is Nicole Huggins. Join me every Monday morning on the Street 919 FM from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. Let's talk about lifestyle diseases that affect you today and how we can improve your health with healthy solutions. Call Health and Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins at 1-868-288-1108 or 1-868-275-8359. See you there.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MCD, and every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Sheet 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Right, Heavy? Yeah. So we are back on the inside, Heavy?
Let me make sure everything is everything.
Right, let me make sure everything is everything. I think we good there now. Right, Heavy, yeah. Hour number 2, just about 5 minutes after the hour, 3 minutes after the hour of 1 o'clock. to all streaming live on Street 919 FM on Facebook, and of course to the crew out there on YouTube, Iwer TV on YouTube. Good afternoon to you, and as well to those in Radio Land listening to us on the Street 919 FM on radio. Good afternoon. If you're now joining us, this is the Weekend Review. Heavy Duties on the ones and twos. TCM here. Heavy, we were speaking about the safe zone just now. So.
I think we're echoing something too loud. Yeah. So, with regards to the safe zones, right? I think, right, and I could be wrong, the bar owners, I saw in an article, the bar owners was crying foul that they still would not be able to make anything with regards to this new safe zone policy. And there was a video that I saw with I think is the president of the Bar Owners Association or the vice president. I'm not sure who you were. However, right now, TC, our country is in a state of emergency. Right? And I think it is under a state of emergency in our constitution, it's illegal to drink or consume alcohol in public or in a public place. So the bar owners cannot allow people to buy alcohol and sit in the safe zone. So now you make it difficult for people to go into the safe zone.
Well, non-alcoholic drinks.
Well, only non-alcoholic drinks may be able to sell, but you will leave home to go and buy, to go in a bar to drink water. TC, come on. Come on, TC.
No, we can't.
You will go in a bar to drink a shandy?
No.
A bottle of water?
No.
It defeats the purpose. Now, I don't know if they understood that, or if they knew that we were in a state of emergency.
I mean, if they knew that.
No. Or if they're just thinking they just put a curfew.
What foolery?
If they're thinking they just put a curfew from 10 to 5 in the morning.
They extended the state of emergency.
But this is what I am saying.
Well, right, so they must know that they are in a state of emergency, and to open the bars now would be somewhat craziness.
So I'm a bar owner.
Right.
You tell me open, I could open now, but make sure I'm a safe zone.
Right.
So I go in and got back V or Sweetie. I get more employees it.
Right.
I set up everything.
You put the guard by the door.
Yes, guard by the door, sanitization.
Sure when they come, you have the card.
And make sure everybody, when they come, they have the card.
Right.
That's coming in.
Right.
Right? But you never told me I cannot serve alcohol. So then what opening for? So then what I did all that for? And then if I don't follow the stipulation, I get in charge $25,000
for the owner.
For the owner. And if anybody should come in and don't have the card, it's $5,000 for them.
Wow.
So then, why would a man, a patron, a person who want to patronize to my business, come to my business when there's all these stipulations and rules, and then they still cannot sit and drink because they're now breaking another law?
Yeah.
You understand? So, anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's an oxymoron. It makes no sense.
Let's hear from the callers.
Let's hear from the callers.
Let me hear from the callers, because maybe something was said in the press conference when...
Well, maybe I think this is what the press conference today is
when
about.
the bars was being opened, maybe something was said there that you miss or I miss, stating that, okay, it's a state of emergency, but you could still hire yourself a little liquor. I don't know. No, you laughing. I don't know. Remember,
Can we alter the constitution of Trinidad and Tobago conveniently?
Yeah.
We do it.
We have been doing
You know, that is corruption. It's a corrupt country.
We have been
That's
doing
not
that.
a real place, you know.
We have been doing that every.
It's corrupt to the core.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, the amount of time we alter the constitution. It's not called altering the constitution, it's called shifting the goalpost.
Shifting the goalpost.
Yeah.
To suit our whims and fancies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the numbers, if you want to call us right now and get in on the conversation.
342-0081, that's 342-0081, 771-1791, that's 771-1791.
You can call us WhatsApp at that number.
Yeah, you can call us on WhatsApp at that number. And 466-5391.
Or anything anything you feel that you need to speak about as well, you could call us up. You understand? Anything you that's on your mind as well that passed for the week, you could call us up. But
I just want to ask the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Can someone give an extension on an expiry date?
If something is going to expire.
If something is going to expire.
A selling punch.
Yeah, and
the punch has until Wednesday.
Until Wednesday, that's 3 days.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But best before Friday, I don't know. I don't know, Heavy. You're asking some very hard questions today.
No, if something is supposed to expire.
Yeah.
An expiry date is to say, well, from this date, this is no longer
good. For
human consumption, whatever it is. It's not good.
Yeah.
Right? Can I now take this same item or whatever it is and say, well, here what? It's saying it's not good until this date, but I will extend it until next year.
Yeah, you never do that rice home? Or macaroni. You never do that macaroni?
There's a reason why.
Boil it and see, I don't know. You're asking some hard questions today, I don't know. And I think I know what you're speaking about, but oh God, I don't know.
Let me leave that.
You could just, if you're in certain position here, maybe.
If you're in certain position, once you say, okay, it's good.
Yes.
Because I'm in a position to say it's good, you have to take that. It's good.
Well,
don't mind it's supposed to expire next month. Yeah, forget that.
Forget that.
Next year. It go to next year. You go and take it.
But I have real far expiry date to throw on the
extension.
That's a real far extension.
Well,
and sometimes people would say that, okay, this is the date, but sometimes it go a little 3 months after. But they just give you that date to use as a
measuring stick.
As a measuring stick.
Right.
But sometimes it's good a little 3 months, 4 months after. It's still good.
Maybe.
I don't think it should. Maybe with. All right, like products like milk, you shouldn't take that chance with.
Okay.
Maybe you could take it with rice. With a little.
So it depends. It depends on the product.
It depends on the product. I don't think you should take it with medication. If you buy, let's say tablets.
Right. And it have an expiry date.
And it have an expiry date. I don't think you should take that tablet after. After the expiry date.
Good.
You buy painkillers.
Yeah.
Right? Because you wouldn't buy antibiotics and have remaining. They would sell you the amount that you have to use.
Right.
Take 3 times daily for 15 days. Right.
And they give you that dosage for that.
They give you that dosage for that.
Right.
Right? But if you have some like painkillers and it's rest there, and maybe you move from one location to the next week, get mixed up in a box, and while you have a headache, you dig up in that box, you realize it there, but it have expired. I don't think you should use it.
And I agree with you. I agree with you. But what I don't agree with is
if you go by the pharmacist and the pharmacist say, not a good man, you can use it.
I got it. Use the manufacturer.
If you go to the pharmacist, you go to buy, but you just carry it now.
Yeah.
And they say, well, you know, I had some here.
Yeah. But I see the date expire.
The date expire in this week here, Tuesday.
That got to next year, February. Well, fix up.
Fix up. Don't buy now and go back home with that.
Yeah. Go ahead, fix up. You can take it, sir.
I really don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't take the chance with medication.
Neither me.
I will not take the chance with medication. I will not. I would take the chance with, as I say, maybe a peas. You know. Yeah, I have a pack of peas there, and I realized it did a little 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, a little week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
But we have 6 months ago.
Nah, I ain't taking no God. Come now, man. Come now, man. I ain't taking no chance with no peas 6 months ago. You understand? Let me say good afternoon to my cousin out there in Palo Seco, deep south. You understand? And to my uncle Linus, always listening. There's him and his entire family.
Yeah.
They locked on. I want to say good afternoon to Matthew Cook as well in Valencia. Cook! I need a little duck and a little rabbit, boy. Season coming. You know?
I want to say good afternoon to my friend Aisha Wells.
Aisha?
Yeah. That's my friend.
That's your friend?
Yeah. Me and Aisha good. Yeah. Right?
I spoke to her the other day.
Yeah, she still vexed with you?
Nah, she called me. She
called you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we good now.
Cool.
We good now.
Right? So...
And she called me on the program here, not last week, the week when you was not here. She called me and we had a very deep conversation. She said some things on the radio, some words.
You was on the radio with her?
No, she had a program the Friday. Remember, our program is on Saturday.
Okay.
Right, and just like the Prime Minister, using some very, I wouldn't even say it's choice words because it's there in the dictionary, right? Against Inshan, and she was using it right here, on radio, and some people. Well, Bacchanal man had a problem with it.
Okay.
So she called and cleared it up. She said it's also in the Bible. I didn't see it in the Bible. But you're a Bible person. Have you ever seen Jack?
Yeah, it's in the Bible.
It's in
on
the Bible?
many occasions, yeah.
Well, right.
They say Samson killed the Philistine and with a jawbone of a jackass.
What do you what?
The jawbone of a jackass.
Okay.
And there's a other part of the Bible where I think.
So she didn't say how many things.
When they went to when Joseph and Mary went to Bethlehem.
Right, this was our
on the road on a
on the road on a whatever.
On a jackass.
Yes, you're saying it very nice there. What Mary was on a what?
On a jackass. What's wrong? It's not that. No. It's in the phrase that you put it makes it sound derogatory. Right. And it's not radio friendly.
Why it's not radio friendly?
It's not, and it's also an insult to call someone a jackass.
But all right, would you rather me call you a jackass or a sheep?
Call me a jackass.
But how is not an insult for to call you a sheep?
You know, right?
Yeah.
That the most stupid, dumbest animal in the planet is a sheep, right?
But that is why I put that comparison.
Why you think sheep need shepherd? Sheep doesn't even know when there's danger. Like a jackass will know, well, if you see fire coming, he will run. A sheep will stand up. You understand? Wow. They wouldn't even. You don't understand where I'm coming from. If you put a sheep here to graze,
he's staying right.
He's staying right there. He will eat the grass, eat the roots, and then eat the dirt.
He's not moving.
He's not moving. You have to come and move and say, boy, you're stupid. Look at that grass right next to you. Grass right next to you. You can do so and so. You wouldn't. So when somebody call you a sheep.
And that is why I put that comparison heavy. I didn't just put the comparison just like that. I ask you that because people take offense to somebody calling them that. But I would call you a sheep normal and
you wouldn't feel no way because we tend to use the word jackass as a derogatory.
So if I just show off the jack,
that even make it worse. Just calling them an ass.
Yeah,
that make it worse because now you actually it comes down to two meaning. Either as an ass, jackass, the animal, oil and ask someone to be hanged.
A bot, he's a bot. I done. No, you're killing my hair.
No, but that is also another name for
a bot.
Yeah, the buttocks.
The buttocks.
The buttocks, right? So when you call someone your big fat buttocks,
right?
Oh, in an animal too. It's zero
and
it's not radio friendly. Somehow we have this conversation on radio.
I am not. So what context do you think the Prime Minister meant it when he said when he called ancient Ajak?
My opinion, because I cannot say what he means.
I say, what content do you?
In my opinion, I think he really wanted to call him a buttocks and the animal at the same time. Yeah,
behind buttocks.
Yeah.
All right. I saw a call coming there. There's nobody person chose to hang up, so you can call us back. We are inviting your phone calls. You call us back, and I also saw Paul was calling us, but Paul, you could call us back if you want. I know Paul always have a mouthful. Let me see if there's any WhatsApp.
Voice notes.
Voice notes.
Because, and once again, the WhatsApp number.
Just now. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Both lines are up. Hello, good afternoon.
Check the call.
Hello. I'm not hearing. Good afternoon. Or you can call back. This person deleted the voice message. I'm seeing a video today. Just now, let me take this voice now.
Good morning, TC and Heavy. There is a video that Mr. Luna Barrett made concerning the president and Mr. Farris, where she is calling on them to resign or retire or to move out from the office. I have never heard this in 91.9 in Mr. Pastor Google. No, I shall well spoke. I wonder why this was not played. I think the public should hear about it. Her reason for calling for the president and the attorney general to resign. It would be nice if you can play it. And also regarding the road. When you look at the road, sometimes we pave roads and the drainage is very, very poor. When rain falls, the water overflow into the road, they remain there, and it deteriorate the road. And when that goes on for year after year, what do you expect? There is always holes in the road because Wasa digging, nobody fixing, and it keeps going like that. When they speak about heavy trucks and damaging the road, and the government approving, giving them license to bring in the truck, if the truck is too heavy, why approve the license officer give them those heavy tonnage? Sometimes something seems to be wrong.
Caller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also sent the video that he was just speaking about, calling on the president, calling on
the opposition leader, calling on the president.
Let's take this call.
Yeah.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I call you to just respond to something I saw on YouTube pertaining to your program there. Can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody asked what are the main two things Rowley did, and I want to answer that call. Well, I'm going to tell you the first two things Rowley did. He took this country, I don't know if they remember a fellow called Joel Rambaran. When he left, he said this country, he went to India to hospital and said, we have to run the country for 3 days, Rowley bring us back from the brink of destruction. He went after SIS, a country that leaves this, a company that leaves this country the night of the election when they thief money and get back hundreds and hundreds of millions of taxpayers' dollars for Trinidad and Tobago. And I could go on and on. And I would like to find out why it is in a multi-ethnic country, we're not saying PNM is always right and PNM is the best solution. But how it is, it always seems to be the African man always trying to look for fault and excuse to bring down an African man. You don't see that with the other ethnic race. That's all I want to ask. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, I think I want to play this video and hear what it's saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Attorney General needs to explain to the population how he ended up drafting paragraph 4. He needs to explain to the population how exactly he decided to put in a couple phrases that would allow for somebody who had formerly been on contract as police to come back to act. That's one of the things he needs to explain. He also needs to explain why paragraph 4 is incomplete. He needs to explain that. This lady here needs to explain what she do with the list and why she didn't send the list on to the parliament and why she didn't try to get better legal advice and so send the list where the list was supposed to go to. And then she also needs to explain why her Police Service Commission went on to appoint Griffith as commissioner. She needs to explain to us who gave the commission advice to go ahead and appoint Griffith as commissioner. Now the interesting thing is everybody knew who gave the commission advice. And that's why the commission went and hurry and hand in its resignation. Because once you have all tendered your resignation, you ain't have to answer no question. You ain't have to do like Corey Harrison and fill out no affidavit. And nobody wants to put on record precisely what it is went down. Because if they put on record precisely what it is went down, you will realize the extent of the constitutional crisis that we are in. And these two persons that flanking me right now would probably have to step down. So all you could vex, all you want to vex about me asking for people to step down, and you could go about telling people that I trying to assassinate you, and you could go about, politically assassinate you. You could go about calling media houses and telling media houses that I gunning for you and I going after you. You could do all of those things. But don't forget that both of you, your responsibility is to protect the Constitution. Your responsibility is to ensure that it's good law, and it is good law for everybody, not one person, not a handful of persons, not your friend, right? And no amount of pretty face could sway me when it comes to things like the Constitution, accountability, and transparency.
She said a lot.
Yeah. Who was that, by the way? Let me see a bit. I think that is oh gosh, I forgot her name. She's a political activist on social media. I forgot her name.
Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon. Is this an open forum or just
yes.
Yes,
okay. It's open.
Okay, I want to ask a couple of questions, right? What are your take about David Nacker's what he had to say about the president? The last person who you all just played there, I find that was a disrespect. This woman, I find for a head of state, if it's the president, this woman, okay. And then I just want to ask also, you coming from maybe the area, I stand corrected, about the Prime Minister's take that the people in the Beatum, right, they never had fiery protests when actually what happened when Google played, someone actually died and they had protests there. So I just want to hear your opinions of that, please. Thank you.
Look, he asked several questions there. First and first, I don't have the information exactly about what David Nackett said, so I will refrain from commenting on that. I don't have the story behind it.
David Nackett call I think it's the president names or whatever, but your opinion, my opinion.
I don't know.
My opinion doesn't
I didn't hear
matter.
what he said.
My opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, with regards to what you're talking about, the story with the protesting on the beta man, who said what?
You want to take another call?
Go ahead and take a call. I really can't answer this question.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Bartaria.
Apparently my name is included on that number there. Good evening to you two gentlemen.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm blessed. Again, I'm a Trinbigonian, you know.
Yeah.
You know how lucky it is to be a Trinbigonian, especially at this time. Do you see what is going on in the U.S. with containers? The grocery shelves are empty. The price of foodstuff has gone up over 100%, gentlemen. Have you all seen that?
We're listening to it. We're listening to it because we know you roll out your cape. We know you roll out your cape, so you come to defend.
Well, I just outlined to you how fortunate you guys are to be living here. So let's start.
Right.
Let me see if I can outline something Heavy said. You come on a radio program to bring information to the public.
Yeah.
Didn't see the video. I saw that same video. And my son is 16 years and has Down syndrome, and he could identify the man in the plain clothes talking to the lady with the tires a policeman. And Heavy is a journalist and didn't realize that gentleman is a policeman advising the lady on the law, telling her where to put the tire. Heavy.
Which one of the men? There were two men in the video. The one in a police uniform and one in a blue jersey.
See, the one in the blue jersey who is speaking to the lady with the vehicles with the tire on the van. Didn't you observe that the jersey that the man has on, it's a police officer jersey?
You see that?
Heavy. But
First
then
thing
again, before you come to talk on the radio,
First thing first,
investigation.
Bartaria, you cannot prove that is a police officer.
I mean, I cannot prove.
Because nowhere on his t-shirt mark police.
Listen to me again. Heavy.
I'm gonna watch the video now.
Watch the video and you would observe that the officer in the uniform...
That is speculation. I saw the officer in uniform, but that guy in the blue jersey...
Heavy, take your time now. I pay for this phone call.
Yeah, well, you cannot tell me what you say is true. You don't have proof. Okay, what is the rank of that guy in the jersey? What is the rank of the guy in the jersey? What is his name? What is his position? What is his rank?
I don't need to know that.
But then you cannot come here and say he's a police if you don't have on a police uniform.
For the past week, everybody been identifying that man as a police officer.
But that is your opinion, and that is your opinion. But this is your opinion. I wouldn't allow you to come here and say somebody who's a police is not a police.
My opinion. That is not my opinion alone.
Well,
hold on now, brother. Let me make my contribution, please.
I just retract that statement. That guy is not a police officer because he don't have a police uniform on and he never show no badge. And he didn't identify himself as a police officer. So continue.
Can I make my contribution, please?
Yeah, but don't lie.
I am lying?
By saying that man is a... You have no proof that the man is a police officer.
Again, you don't know that. You telling me I don't know that, but you don't know that?
Well, all right, so then both of us know that, so don't come and say it on the radio.
And I am telling you, if you look at the video properly, you would realize that the policeman in uniform is taking instruction from the man in the blue jersey. What dotations you telling me? You come on the radio in uniform.
Me and you watch two totally different videos. Like me and him watch two totally different videos.
Oh Lord, that's why I don't go up against Bartaria anymore, because Bartaria is a defender.
Bartaria called to say a guy in plain clothes is a police.
Whether or not it's good, bad, or indifferent for the as long as you speak about the PNM, he's going to defend. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, he's going to defend.
I fully understand what he's doing. He's make up a whole story around your own thing, just to make sure he defends.
If a million people said yes, the man is a police, then he's a police. But at the end of the day, remember hi, good afternoon.
Hey, TC and Heavy, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Guys, in all my years of listening to radio, right, I saw the video. Now, let me tell you something. If somebody's in civilian clothing with nothing to identify them as a police officer, therefore, to me, I would say you're not a police officer until you identify yourself, until I could actually see something that says you're a police officer. You see, if I did see the shield,
or something, a badge on your neck, or something.
A badge or something, right? At least I'd have passed with the badge, knowing that, okay, then, I could have respect that. But don't come to me and you want to correl and say that officer is a police officer. No. Police officers could come to your home in civilian clothing and a plain police car, and you have the authority not to allow them on your premises until you actually see something that says I'm a police officer.
Exactly.
So what Mr. Barrier talking is absolutely ludicrous.
Correct.
Right?
And then he vexed more than me because I trying to correct him on that.
No, my thing is, listen, with all politics aside, as long as you mention P or you or whatever, he get vexed.
Yeah.
You shouldn't talk.
Yeah, I shouldn't talk. I shall allow you to say that the man in the video is a police officer because other people say, call the radio and say that's a police officer.
But that's just word of mouth. That's just word of mouth. If I could see something that identifies you as a police officer, to me, fine. But until then, no, you're a civilian. Case closed.
Exactly.
I don't understand that.
Thank you.
Again, Heavy. Yeah. Sometimes you misunderstand yourself, you know.
How?
Because you said here, if you listen whole week and everybody's singing one song, and you hear the same thing over and over, then if you hear the same thing over and over that they speak about this whole week and they say that the man is a police, then everybody will believe that the man is a police. Because that's what they will be saying. But I didn't see the video, so I don't know.
But that is misinformation.
Again, I'm not saying no, but if everybody is saying the same thing, I want you to understand, then they would believe that is that.
Okay, I understand.
Right? Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, Heavy. I just happened to walk in from Negotiate and see the program going on and hear this man calling Bataria. Heavy, that man was not a ban.
Yeah, he come off the ban.
But you only better put him back on the ban, you know, because listen, all program he just try to corrupt, you know. Them is brain dead PNM sycophant will always come to corrupt your program. Listen to me now, I now come from Negotiate. Heavy, I decide, you know, sometimes you come home and you're hungry and you want to make a fast cook. So I say, you know, I go buy a tin of corned beef. Corned beef, it was $17. It's $20-something now, you know.
Yep. Corned beef was $11. Corned beef was $11 and $12.
Yeah. It gone up
15 for the most. The most.
Now it's 20-something.
The most expensive corned beef was $15. Right?
Well, all right.
You used to get 2 for 20 in corned beef. You can't get that again?
No.
Well, Target used to be 17. When the last time I buy a tin of corned beef, was Target, it was about 17.
You see?
You know, when I see the price, I rock back. I said, now they're making a mistake. Well, I go back on the shelf and I start to read again all the listing they have with the different prices to make sure if what I've seen is really true. Boy, corned beef is nearly $22. Now, boy.
No, import and export is extremely high. Food price going up all over the world.
Yeah. And regarding to Gary Griffith, yeah, why fine. If you get somebody a contract for a certain period of time, at the end of the contract, they're supposed to pack up the thing and leave. If you want back the person, you take them back. If you don't want them, you leave them. Where all this courting and all this bacchanal thing going on for? Yeah, as a matter of fact, they should have bust each other long time. By the time he called Citizen Cockroach, they should have done bust each other already. So me and I no sympathy for Gary Griffith. Like Gary Griffith, according to Ram Logan, let him whine to the side.
All right, Father.
Anyway,
yeah, man.
Good program.
Yeah, man.
Good program.
The man said, according to Gary, I'm whine to the side. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Hey, this is Iwer station.
Yes, sir. This is 919 FM.
Okay, I'm trying to get down to those boys down there.
This is 919 FM. You're live on air.
Oh. Okay. You're talking about the police in Hindustan there.
Excuse me?
Who am I speaking to on the station there?
Right now, you're speaking to Heavy Duty and TC.
All right. Okay. I was listening to you all a while ago. I'm from the Hindustan area, in Yamok area.
Okay. Yeah, we're listening to you. You can go ahead and make a contribution.
Yeah, I was listening to you all a while ago about the when the guy called in about the police guy who identified if the guy was a police. The guy was a police. He was the senior man on the scene there. And he was talking to the councillor.
Okay.
The MP.
So you know the guy? You know the guy personally?
No, I know where the station that he's stationed.
And what rank he is?
He's senior. He's senior corporal or something like that. So he was giving the directive in the area there.
Are you a police officer also?
I'm not a police officer. Okay. I'm from the area. But I'm not affiliated to any party.
No, that nothing to do with party. You see, I cannot take your word for it unless you want to go on record and give your name as seen. Well, all right. But I really can't just take a call and somebody just say I know he's a police. And say yes, it's true.
You could just be a person saying that.
Yeah, you could just be a person saying that.
Just being honest.
We ain't being Germany or nothing. We just then you can just if you just call a radio station and say, I know that guy, he's really a police.
And he's the senior man on the scene. What rank is he? He's the senior man. He's a corporal. A corporal is not really a senior man. A corporal only now start to climb.
Yeah. Actually, after from constable is corporal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it have corporal who does be. It have people who join the police service heavy, who have service, and when these new people go in, the senior one just be over there.
Okay.
So I'm just not heavy. Let me just explain myself. I just trying to clarify because I heard when Mr. Balataria called in.
You called to defend Mr. Balataria. That is what you called to do.
I'm not calling, man. I watch your program every Saturday.
I just want to ask you a simple question. In that video, right? Did you see him with the jersey T-shirt that he had on? Did it mark police across it?
On the left side had the police. On the left side.
On the left side?
I have to get that video for myself.
On the left side had the police. I never see that.
Maybe he did.
I never saw no police jersey. The blue was not dark blue police blue like what you have on there. No?
His jersey was kind of washed out there.
Well, I would get the video myself and I would watch it.
Thank you. I'm gonna see.
Anyhow, gentlemen, I enjoy your program.
Thank you.
Evie, I love to hear you. And I was just trying. I'm not trying to get in with you, but just trying to clarify something. I thought
don't ignore us with us. We just question everything.
Everything,
All right, guys.
All right.
Unlike other
talk. Guys, I love you all, and I'm watching you.
Thanks very much, man.
Keep the fire on.
Yeah, man. Don't ignore us. I, as a person, I just question everything. So if there's thing, I just question it. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Heavy.
Yes, good afternoon.
Rastaman from the Goya.
Yes, Rastaman.
Yes, Heavy. Last week you missed out by Heavy, boy. But TC.
Yeah.
Remember last week I called and I gave a contribution and I say I was speaking to you and I told you about the same thing.
Yeah.
Not last week,
week before, yeah.
Yes, my bad, sorry. Yeah, security press conference, my bad. Remember calling and tell you just like how when the incident happened with the rapper, how we have no journalists here?
Yeah.
How they make contact from Quiet America and calling Minister of Health here to do the research.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I keep saying. It just keeps switching depending on the side of the fence. Like what I told you, it's not the goalpost keep moving, it's the activists and them that keep moving the goalpost.
Correct.
No, they would have made a normal journalist. You don't have to be qualified and have extra amount of years of service. Would have made contact with whoever in charge of the police service, if it's the committee, the board, and have an interview. We saw this circulating. Where is the penalty? What is the procedure? Because it have laws.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is a policeman or a civilian or however it hang its swing, they would have gone direct to the horse's mouth. So it would not have been a public, a people opinion. It would have been a public, this is the facts.
Information.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is why I say we need more journalists. We need some investigative journalism.
Yeah.
Just like when it had the killing in America with the George Floyd, where you can't breathe. Within 10 minutes on BBC, they had this police officer that killed the young man and knee long on his neck. They had his entire history on display now. The very next day, his wife divorced him because she realized what is your first. You understand what I'm showing you? And there's what we call journalism. They ain't calling, well, okay, well, we go move it here because it's a PNM or a UNC situation, and all you figure it out now. And this is what we need. It shouldn't be just because, it should be across the board. Here, what's going on, you're coming forward with information, call the horse's mouth, because right here, and if journalists from America take call and talk to the Minister of Health, then why we can't make a call right here and talk to the Minister of National Security, the Minister, wherever might be the situation.
Yeah.
Yes, time we need to change this. It's real sad because, as I say, just like you all, I listen to the program every day. I listening.
Stop taking IC information. You saw something, right? Yeah. And you make your own analogy and you came up with your own stuff about it, and you just run away with it. You understand? We have to really stop that. And I'm speaking about overall.
Yeah. And making that facts.
They push. And next thing they push to the forefront is the fact that we have a 9-10 day memory. But if a journalist investigating whatever might be the situation, they would be bringing back ball by ball what transpired.
Yeah.
This is where it reached to now. Okay, this person's are being charged. So they're bringing back the information. They ain't just getting this because it's a big thing, and then next 2 weeks someone else come out the job that like a top. So they okay, yeah, ball by ball. Oh, you remember we brought this program and again the whole rundown of where it come from, what happened, who was charged, and this is the outcome. So as I say, brothers are locked on and listening, and we have to change up that narrative. It's not making sense.
It's not making sense. Exactly.
Yeah, we're just spinning in a circle. We're just spinning in a big circle, and we're not getting nowhere.
Thank you, Rasa, man.
Yeah, big brother.
Yeah, man. And to see, this is what I'm saying. You cannot come here and show your own opinion. You have a caller?
Yeah, the phone line's crazy. Hi, good afternoon, welcome.
Good afternoon, TC and Heavy.
Good afternoon.
On the B-term, I saw it on the phone. They fixed the part in front of Mr. Anderson's house, and after they finish it, they come backing up on some other people on another area of the B-term right now. So they say they have, because Mr. Gonzal and Mr. Hines down there, and they say that they have to think some underneath line that causing this backup. That is what's going on right now with what's going on the B-term. So they have to do some kind of work on that part to correct the whole problem they have in the B-term. Because I think right now we have some people, they can't stay in the kitchen, they can't stay in the house, in the bedroom, no part of the house. But the fixed part, because it's on a part very bad in front of where the feces are coming up in front of Mr. Anderson and some other people's house.
Yeah.
So they fixed that part. But that part fixed now, but it come now and it's backing up on some other streets on the B-term.
All right.
Yes, that's what's going on. Okay.
So I asking them to hold some strain, they go get it fixed.
Yeah, but no, I think right now they say they can't sleep at night because all in the car cooking the kitchen is a real that's going on with them. But they're working on it right now.
Well, I'm glad they come and get that information, Funky Jamal.
Yes,
glad they come and do that. All right, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And that's why I asked them to hold a little strain, but let them come and see about it. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good afternoon, welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, TP and Heavy.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, this is Miss New Grant here.
There's the lady with the football field, with the park. That needed to.
Yeah.
How are you today?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm okay. Remember early on this year, I called you guys and I told you that I was passing through Barrack 4 and it had a funeral with a big truck and music and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Remember, I told you all it had maybe about 100 vehicles. A big truck with music, big truck. Now, remember, we was in the height of the COVID thing, eh? A funeral was only supposed to have five vehicles. And that funeral with that big music truck, I tell you a music truck, passed right in front of the Barraco police station. And not a police officer came out. It had traffic in the road. Okay, we had to stop, right, and watch this funeral pass, and not a police officer, right? If that was some other part of the country, you know what would have happened? I called on that on many occasions. Even Mr. Brooklyn had called and said, you know, I only call in and talking about that, right? But the fact about it, right, is that in certain areas, there are laws for certain people, right? I could tell you in that area there, like curfew and thing never stop. The bars and them still used to have people inside drinking, they having party, right? You think that could happen in certain part of Port of Spain, East, West, or whatever, right? They try it and the police burst down on it.
Can I ask
because it's a wrong thing.
Can I ask a question? Mm-hmm. 2 questions I have for you. Is Barraco a close-knit community? Like everybody know one another?
Very.
Okay, and is the police officers that is working in Barraco from Barraco?
Most likely. Or surrounded.
That I can't answer, but most likely, because I believe plenty of them, you know, have been there for a while. So maybe you might have to find out that. Because someone told me, the gentleman just now heavy.
Go ahead.
The gentleman that is in the there, right? He is an officer, right? We could say that. Now we can't prove it, right? Because of media status, let us say.
Yeah.
Right? But if call the station and ask a question, they have to answer you.
Okay.
Okay. You call and say, okay, look, you are all a journalists. Certain information could be given out to you all. Okay?
Okay.
Right? And me, it wasn't because, remember, we are in a SOE. Certain things you could do, certain things you can't do, right? And I was kind of disappointed with Miss Benjamin, you understand? Right? Because I believe she could have still do it differently, right? Or if she was doing it, have a few of her comrades supporting her, right? She was alone on that venture, right, with these police officers, right? Which means to say they don't care, you know, about nation. Then let us put it like that. Because remember, young people watching it. Sometimes they say it's not what you do heavy, but how you do it.
Okay, I could ask you a question. You live in Barraco, right? Mm-hmm. You live in Barraco, right?
I live in New Grand.
Okay, cool. Well, you were trying to get this whole grounds thing, what you wanted to get done for the youths in the community and stuff, right? And you went through all the red tape and frustration of trying to get that little grounds there to do what you're supposed to do to it, right? Now imagine if the MP now is being bombarded by calls from people asking her to help them with the roads, get the road fixed, and she now in all her power trying to get the road fixed, go through the same thing what you were going through with your grounds, calling, writing letters, asking for help, asking for people to help and come and fix the road. And while she's doing that on one side, she's only getting a lot of red tape and a lot of run around, right? And on the other side, the people only saying, MP, we vote you can't fix the road for we, and this and that. You know, people could be mean and things sometimes, right? And you put yourself in her shoes, what will you do?
All right. I'm not saying no. I would do the same thing. Right now, we want to do something, but because there's a state of emergency, right? We are using our good and call and saying, okay, it has to finish sometime, right? They can't go this way all the time, right? Because let me tell you something, right? They just get things done when they want to get things done, right? Because same Michelle Benjamin, I spoke to her. She was a counselor, and we had a road. The road But still a mess. I had sent it to you all, the condition of the road. Pastor Google had taken that road, right? And when I went to her, she said she can't do nothing. Well, she was the councillor. She said the MP, which was Mr. Lovell, have to see about that. Mr. Lovell said he can't do anything about that because that is the regional corporation world, right? She was in charge of the regional corporation. So you see how they all play politics with us, right? At the end of the day, yes, you'll have to come out and do what you have to do. I'm not saying no, right? But being as a SOE, now, I for lawyer, you understand? Follow the law. See, outside of the law, right? Not outside of the law, outside of, let's say, a SOE or something, right? Okay, you would let things pass, right? And hold on or find a different way to do it. Because right now, we want to do something, but we holding back.
Okay.
Right? Because we don't want anybody.
Well, we have to go for a break now, right? Take a call back in the next hour, right? We're going for a break. We're going for ads, right? Thank you for your call. All right, no problem.
All right, so we're heading to that pause right now. You can head up to Street 919 FM on Facebook or Iwer TV on YouTube. We will be right back.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Say about me. This year I'm drinking rum, beer, and whiskey. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. 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 I'm drinking morning, noon, and night. Don't vex if I tight, tight, tight. When I come by you, you know what to do. Just bring on the Papa's brew. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard.
Hard like a hammer, hard like concrete. Hard mixed with a little bit of sweet. Hard in the house and hard in the streets. Hard with plenty food to eat. Hard in a bottle, hard in a glass. Any kind of hard thing, give me it fast. Hard, cause I'm not driving. I'm drinking hard when I'm aligning.
I'm drinking morning, noon, and night. Don't vex if I tight, tight, tight. When I come by you, you know what to do. Just bring on the Baba's brew. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. 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 This Christmas I'm coming out real bad. I'm drinking the whole of Trinidad. I don't care what the people say about me. This year I'm drinking rum, beer, and whiskey. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard.
Hard like a hammer, hard like concrete. Hard mixed with a little bit of sweet. Hard in the house and hard in the streets. Hard with plenty food to eat. Hard in a bottle, hard in a glass. Any kind of hard thing, give me it fast. Hard, cause I'm not driving. I'm drinking hard when I'm aligning.
We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard. We're drinking hard, hard, hard.
Simpsons Memorial Limited, number 63 Eastern Main Road, Laventille. Internationally accredited funeral directors and embalmers, a full-service funeral home serving families of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally since 1945. At Simpsons Memorial Limited, we serve with dignity in assisting families in honoring the memory of their loved ones. Our services include professional funeral and pre-planning, burials and cremation, custom-built and imported caskets, coffins and cremation trays, cemetery management, limousines, mourners cars, grief counseling, web streaming of funerals, fully air-conditioned chapel with live musical accompaniment, full global shipping and receiving of loved ones. We specialize in facial restorations. Call us anytime, day or night, at 623-8688. That number again is 623-8688. Simpsons Memorial Limited. Superior service, always with excellence.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring.
After all the talk during the week, don't switch off on the weekend and keep it on the street. It's classic soca and classic kaiso when you're lining with the live wire on Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on the street 919 FM. Every Saturday during Calypso History Month, we'll highlight a different form of the art form while liming with the live wire from 5 to 7 p.m. This week, humorous Kaiso, and for the first time, we spotlight two artists, the mighty Spoiler and Lord Funny.
How you could walk, how you could knock,
Calypso History Month on feature Liming with the Live Wire this Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. on the streets 919 FM.
This is the voice of the PNM. On Saturday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Tune into all major TV and radio stations, PNM's Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel for PNM's virtual meetup. Feature addressed by Dr. Keith Rowley and a powerful lineup of speakers. On Saturday, October 16th at 7 p.m. Tune in, click, like, and share. Great is the PNM.
The Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the street 919 FM every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says, the Gospel of the Kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every second, third, and fourth Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. and every first and third Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
Hi there, I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT.
Salvation, full and free. Salvation
is for everybody. Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Yep, we are in.
We are back.
We are back. Just remember, at the 1:30 we're supposed to be heading to
the press conference
with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, giving us an update and so much more on what's happening. I don't know if beaches will open now. I don't know. Maybe he will give a date for beaches to open.
No.
And
maybe.
And a reason for extending the expiry date on the corned beef. I don't know. Hi, good afternoon. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, Heavy and TSP.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Now, one of the things about the lady who called about that ground, and I know sometimes people quick to cut you off because Heavy did that to me. And I'll tell people that I might be a supporter of the PNM, but I'm also a person that seeks to get the facts out. And in particular, and by the way, the gentleman Michelle Benjamin is speaking to is a police officer, he's a sergeant. That's one thing. And I'll tell you why, Mr. Barrett, I told you that. You have a task force uniform with the police emblem on the left of his chest. Now, he was wrong the way he handled Michelle. Michelle is a very nice girl, you know. Michelle got caught up in the wrong party. Michelle Benjamin in my area. And I'm telling you, she's a nice girl that get caught up with you. Go ahead.
I just want to ask you a question. I just want to ask a simple question, right? Do you know that man personally? The man who is saying is a police officer because he have on a T-shirt. Wait, hold on.
No.
Hear me out here, please. Just listen to me.
Sure.
Because you want to give factual information based on a video, right? That everybody saw. You saw a police emblem on the T-shirt, right? You say that is what you're saying, and you're going based on that police emblem that the man is a police officer, or do you know that the man is a police officer?
No, that's what I told you. That's what I told you, Heavy. One of the difference between probably you and I is that when we see things with the investigation. So with me, I could tell you, let anybody. When the news came over TMT3, the reporter told you was a police officer. You know why? They went and do the investigation. Once you have a face and an image, you do investigation as to who she was speaking to ensure that you're selling it correct. Now, yes, there are uniformed police officers with the jersey. The jersey will carry the emblem on the left side of the shoulder, of the chest. And that's what police wear when you know they're going on casual exercise. Now, it was wrong to wear that type of uniform or so-called uniform because it's not really strongly approved for the what you call for road. It's approved for like in the station, that kind of thing.
So now do you blame me for saying to Mr. Barataria that I cannot allow him to say that is a police officer because I'm not sure if that is a police officer because I have to be responsible as a journalist on radio?
You have to be responsible at saying that he's not Sergeant so-and-so, but I could tell he's a police officer. I could tell you that, but I can't tell you if it's Sergeant Benjamin and Sergeant this. I can't tell you that because I will implicate in the man. Because the media, when it came across, when you do investigation, you could know that that is a man who we know in the village is a police officer. So he was speaking to police, right? And we could pass that stage.
Okay, but we pass that and continue now with Michelle Benjamin. Go ahead, continue.
Michelle Benjamin went to an area where she won an election with the help, with the greatest of respect, help from a lot of African people in that area. I'm telling you that. And we were glad for her because when she took, I know Michelle challenges would have been dealing with UNC supporters. And what they do? They took her in all areas, Hindustan Road, Barrackpore, Sheikh Honky Tongue, Sheikh Kamutu, that's where the African people live in. They take the poor girl, St. Paul, you know why? Because I know Michelle is a nice girl. And they took her in those areas and put her in the limelight of burning stuff. They would have never do an MP who was Indian that. I'm telling you that. They took her there, no problem. When they finished, they know pretty well. I want to say good. Those roads are under the regional corporation.
Who is they speaking about? The day who put them, who push it day and the day. You're saying day.
sense. You're big on your heart sense.
No, well, I can't just, you're just saying day. I need to know who exactly you're talking about the day. Who is the day that put Michelle Benjamin inside that particular area to do that?
UNC supporters.
UNC supporters. Okay, continue.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Right. Took in the areas. Now, that area mostly have UNC supporters that are East Indian descent. Because you have two sets. Right? The areas that you have African UNC supporters. Michelle gone there now. The road bad there too, you know. She ain't gone there. They pull her there because of the political interest. And mind you, those roads heavy. They're real bad, eh? I telling you, brother. The roads are them real bad. You know what's in there? The road falls under the umbrella of the region, the Princeton Regional Corporation, where the UNC is in charge. The UNC in charge of that. And the local government body have to work with the minister to get it done. Unless I pass through the road almost every 100 days. And you know what? During the period 2010 to 2015, UNC fixed a thing in the road, and then people protest one day. And that's my bias. So I don't mind people protesting. And the policeman should have told Miss Benjamin, and they set up the poor girl. The two policemen there, instead of telling them, Miss Benjamin, the military man put a time in the road and arrest him. You could stage your protest, but don't block the road because that's illegality. That is what you should have told the MP. He tied up the MP. When I said to have the MP, misguided her because she said take that and put it there. That man should have stopped that MP. He's a sergeant. Now let me talk about the ground. The ground in the jail talking about. I play cricket on that ground. That's my home ground. And you don't judge that? You know the sweat them even heavy? African fellas. You do African fellas, there's a sweat there. You know what's going to fix?
Wait. When I say they're in charge of the grounds, the African fellas in the community in charge of the grounds?
No, listen, my son was sweating. You know, fellas, don't be the sweating evening.
I understand you're using the grounds, but I want to know who responsibilities that to care the grounds and put on the lights and make sure.
Well, heavy. In all fairness, just now, caller.
Mm-hmm.
All she wanted was lights to the ground.
Lights to the ground, right?
That's all she wanted. So whether African, Indian, Chinese, whoever wanted lights to the ground is not a bad thing.
No, TC, you don't know. That McGill, she knows me, I know her, right? That ground needed more than the lights. She needed the ground of the bellies of the ground on the side. They need studies on. For years now we asking you the Princeton Regional Corporation for that. But you know why? They won't fix that at all. Because I'm risking the plane. Because most of the people sitting on that ground and occupying that ground is people that believe it's PLM supporters. They go on right down in St. Julian ground. Well, look now, I'll show you. And they fix it nice. You know why? If you determine who sat on the ground was supporters, go and do the Saturday event time. Well, it doesn't know.
So,
and you see that
I don't want to get some emotional. Just so original. I need to find out some information. Because I'm not from down on that side, right? I don't know what you're talking about, right? So which part of grounds located is predominantly African people living there.
That's correct.
That was it, right? Because trying to get clear. And the reason why they don't want to put lights on the grounds or keep the grounds is because they think the people and them that live in there is PNM supporters.
They would believe so heavy because it's mostly African fellas. My son stopped sweating because he was one to sweat a little late. The lights ping out, the post office right in the back there. I used to run that cricket on the ground during the dry season, and our team is comprised of Indian and African. We fight to get that ground fixed. They will not fix it. And they go on St. Julian and fix it there. Where I tell you, if sitting on the ground determine what race, what party you support, then you would know that sitting on that ground with the called background is that regional corporation, where the UNC in charge, they're not fixing that, but they're fixing Julian. Or look now, I'll show you. So Miguel Paul was called for years how she fighting for that. So now, and the sports company fix the pavilion, but will not fix the ground and put the lights. I telling you about that. So while I could understand heavy and TC, that there are areas where I feel even PLM should fix, and you should fix. You see, Michelle Benjamin, that nice girl, get tied up with some UNC supporter for mischievous and misguiding African woman. I'm telling you.
But Bataria, sorry, I'm Brody Jr., but to me, it shouldn't be fixed regardless of who live in there or what party they support. We're supposed to be fixed regardless. It's a community, and the road should be fixed regardless of who live in there and support the party. So you're trying to tell me the whole community of Bakpam Ruga divided?
I'm in agreement with you, you know. I'm in agreement with you. But you come down in that area and you see the areas where if you determine rates by where you live, where the Prince Corporation is fixed and where they don't fix. They don't fix that area where the African people living, you know. But I'm here to my guess, you know.
So who in charge of the corporation right now? The UNC? The UNC in charge of the Princess Corporation?
I forget the chairman's name, but there's a fellow by the name of Dongin. You see him?
Yeah.
He's a USC, but that man is my man Jack Warner. Jack Warner care who you are. Dongin will fix, will help any race. Any race, but he's Dongin. But he started the whole structure in the Prince Regional Corporation. But let me tell you, Prince Regional Corporation, if they get on the tail and let's study the same thing you're talking about, and think of a place, because the communities are mixed, but they will go there, pick certain communities and leave other communities flat. I am telling you that. And that's what I was talking about the ground. The ground is fixing, but the ground are down. In St. Julian, they fix it nice. Because if race determine who you are, St. Julian is a UNC. But our ground inside there, so some people's regional corporation, we call them foul and burning tires for years. They will never fix that ground. So let's take care of ourselves.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for the information. Thank you. Yeah. Now, TC, don't take our next call yet. It shouldn't be, and I say this across the board, no. It doesn't matter where you are in Trinidad and Tobago. It shouldn't be, right? You only do things so people be based on, and this is the problem we have in Trinidad and Tobago. If you get you by what party in power, or the party you support, or what race it is, and all this division, this divide and conquer politics, and them is my people, so I gonna fix them over there, and them never vote for we, so we're not dealing with them. And I don't understand. In 2021, we're still doing this back and forth, suffering people who don't support we. And to me, all of us in Trinidad and Tobagonians, regardless of race, color, creed, or whatever party we support. To me, if I am a UNC or I'm a PNM, and over there have UNC people, and I'm the MP, the council, whoever the man in charge of the corporation, right? I gonna fix the people and them who don't support me first, because what I'm saying otherwise about we. You understand what I'm saying? If it's PNM people across, so I try to convince them to come correct. I'm not gonna say, well, to hell with them because they may support me. It's supposed to be the other way around. And this and not supposed to be that way at all. It's supposed to be everybody get equal share across the board. Take that call, right? Take that call.
Good afternoon, Washington.
A pleasant good afternoon to you, TC, and a pleasant good afternoon to Heavy. Heavy!
Yes, my brother.
How my partner going, boy?
Who's that?
It's Wall Street.
I know. Hey, what's up, my brother? You alright? Long time I hear from you.
Well, everything going fantastic, you know. But Heavy and TC, Heavy, I hear to fix a road out by you, boy. Is that true?
You fix a road out by me?
No, you see, Heavy, I asking a question.
I ain't where say Kelly. What is that?
Kelly, you call me Kelly.
Heavy.
Heavy. TC hearing me?
Yes, I hear you, yeah.
Heavy hearing me?
I hear you, but I hear you soft. Go ahead and repeat what I said. To raise our mics, raise that monitor.
Heavy. Yeah, listen, are you hearing me better now?
Yeah.
All right. Heavy and TC, I want to say something. You know, we have people in Trinidad and Tobago, especially people. I am 100% PNM, but especially people who are part of the Go Along, Get Along PNM gang. And let me say why. You know, people just call and say, PNM ain't fixing this because it's a UNC area, and under the UNC ain't fixing this because from a PNM era, right? I from Chumakak, Lavantil, right? And 6 years now under the PNM, the buildings up in Chumakak, Lavantil have been unpainted for 15 years, a decade and 5 years. The building that burned down in 2011 still sitting there abandoned in Chumakak, Lavantil. I don't hear people calling on the radio station, especially PNM people, the party I support. I don't hear them calling and saying why the PNM, the party I support, don't fix that building, demolish the building, or renovate the building, or paint the 3 buildings in Chumaka Claventel. Why is that? Why? And they're always calling and saying, well, you know, the UNC doing this, and when the UNC was in power, and this and the other, but you don't hear them talk about that at all, you know. Heavy MTC will help me now. I know I don't live in Trinidad and Tobago, and I know I left Trinidad a long time ago, but my constituency of Chumaka Claventel, the most disadvantaged community in Trinidad and Tobago, the only community in Trinidad and Tobago that's been putting their vote in the PNM Bank for years. How come I don't have none of them fellas coming and talking about that, boy? Why are they so disingenuous?
Iwer Street.
Oh, help me now.
Well,
so I just come inside, eh? I just come from a meet, a cross country meet, and I say, let me turn on the dial. And I listen and I say, boy, why people so disingenuous, boy?
Well, Iwer Street, that's a question I've been trying to ask for years. Because, you know, I'm from the community, and I used to ask, to me, our community is supposed to be well developed, shouldn't be having to ask or beg for nothing. Things like when you're talking about painting a building or fixing one that burned down to allow people to move back in and all of that, to me, that is frivolous things for our government. You understand? And this is one of the reasons why I choose not to support them anymore. Unlike you, still support them, but I choose not to support them anymore because of the same reason, because it's like we have to be fighting for simple things that is that, and people will say we're looking for handouts. It's not about looking for handouts. Getting a road fixed or getting a drain fixed or getting a simple like a building painted is something that is very prevalent. These is minor things. We ain't ask for no stadium. We ain't ask for no jacuzzi. We ain't ask for nothing elaborate. You just want running water and good living conditions.
I don't even hear Isa Wells talking about an Isa Wells from Laventil. I have never heard Isa Wells mention the buildings in Chumaka Laventil. Now listen carefully. I say I've never heard.
Okay.
Never heard Isa Wells mention it. Why is that? And she back with the PNM misfired. Is the PNM misfired or the PNM reloaded?
But Wall Street, they will say that the people in Laventil don't want nothing good. They will say that PNM have done so much. They will say that, they will say they did so much for Laventil, and people of Laventil have squandered it, and they only want to rob and shoot one another. They don't want nothing. They will say that.
But why Isa Wells? Why Isa Wells don't fight for that?
Well,
come.
I was on a show here with Aisha Wells that evening, and quite frankly, it's not the same Aisha from years ago who was the fighter in Laventil, right? To me, she has given up.
So are the pushing go along, get along PNM gang now?
Well, if you want to, but that's my friend also, eh? And I think you would have to ask her. You would have to ask her. I can't answer for her.
Heavy, before I go, I want to hear what TC has to say. TC?
Yes, sir.
You still there?
Yes, I'm here.
I would like to hear what you have to say, TC. Because you is an impartial person,
Yeah.
We fighting for somebody else, right? And I am a PNM supporter, so they say I could be biased, you know what I mean? I'd like to hear your opinion, TC.
My opinion on?
The same thing.
Well, the statement I just said.
On the statement on Aisha, or the statement on not fixing Laventil?
And no, not just Laventil, but why the PNM people don't call in and talk about specific about the abandoned building in Chumaka Laventil now for over a decade. And 3 buildings have been sitting unpainted for 15 years. They don't call and discuss that at all. What about economic empowerment, economic development, economic inclusion, and access to capital for black people and black businesses?
You see, Wall Street, what I've learned since I'm here, right? What I've learned in this little political arena is something that Heavy taught me very early. And it's stuck in my head. And it's not because Heavy, and I shouldn't say Heavy taught me. He said something and I held it, and I held on to that. Which is, they put people that they give a little bit of scrums to brainwash the mass majority. Right? and they they place them just in the right places to continuously brainwash and to put things there that is not there, to sell your dreams, right? So you believe that the wrong thing is really the right thing for you. When you're actually seeing that is not the right thing. If you were not that blind, then you could never call the East-West Corridor a PNM stronghold. Especially places like Beetham and Laventille. You can't call that a PNM stronghold because basically it is areas that have been underdeveloped and neglected and never changed their vote from being PNM, right? So, but they have people in that said area where they call stronghold and they call them activists. The activists that will come and sell you dreams and tell you, vote for we and we will set you free. They're not coming to tell you that anymore. You know? They're sending the activist who is living there, who can now convince you because he's a man on the street like you. He understands your sufferation, so he could sell you a better dream than a man from outside the area. And that is the truth, right? And the activist now is getting less than scrums. And don't even understand is less than scrums. And when the activists open their eye and realize that the guy insider talk that, hey, this person getting a little this, they throw a little more scrums to that activist to keep them quiet. You understand? To keep selling the dream. To keep selling the dream.
I don't want to hold you guys any longer. I'll hang up after this. TC,
yeah.
Let me say this, and I'm going to close on this. Think about this, right? In this country, on my radio program, I stood up and filed for exile and stranded citizens, right? And a lot of the PNM people kicked me out of the PNM, right? They kicked me out. But I don't know how them could kick me out, right? Because nobody can kick me out. And listen to this. And lately, Rhoda Barrett called for the resignation of the Attorney General and the President, right? And it seems like they want to kick Rhoda Barrett out of the PNM now. Anytime you take a stand for anything, you see, you can't stand for anything. You know? You cannot stand for anything when you talk about country. You have to stand for something that's pro your party. If even your party doing things that you don't think is right, you still have to support that. But Heavy and TC, I want to say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for your income. And to the people of Laventille, Chumaka people, I say to you in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Thank you guys very kindly and have a fantabulous rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. Let me take one more. I will take Barataria. Let me hear Barataria. Good afternoon, Barataria again.
Good afternoon. So Heavy, you get to realize that the man is now a police officer. So let's move on. Wall Street. I've been hearing Wall Street for how much years about these buildings. You know something? The people who was living in those buildings, have you heard them since? You haven't heard them, and because I believe the government has given them a house of their own. So I ain't living in an apartment building again and sharing an apartment now, Mr. Wall Street. I have now got an apartment, and because of the condition of the community, is a good thing the building burned down because I get to move out and move my family into a different environment. And then I have to worry about the gangster living. So before we split in the buildings, let me clean up the community. Let me get the brothers in the community to come together. Wall Street, that's what you should be doing, because if you listen to the other side, them ain't coming to live in Laventille, you know. Nobody ain't living across the Caroni Bridge to come and live in Laventille. Because of the, not because of the condition of the area, you know, but because of the people, the brothers that live there. So if I was living there and my apartment burned down and the government gave me a house to move out, me ain't complaining. Because there's so much here they're talking about. Have you heard the people who are living in those apartments complaining that the government didn't give them no place to live and they want somewhere to live? Are you two gentlemen? So Wall Street, go to bed with that. We had enough of that from 2010 to now. Come with something else. If you want to develop the community, all you talking about it, then you should have by now make some kind of investment into a credit union where these brothers could have go and try to build contribute something where the money that they put in, we could build the building, because they were going on HDC. right now is looking for money because we're so lucky. We pay $12 and $13 and $18 and $120 a month rent. And if you look sharp, one person going for 5 years. And you want me to pay the building. Why don't you call on some of these people, same African black people, to pay? So AGC could be in a better position. You see, that is the problem. We keep blaming the government. The government is only 36 people or 40-something people. We are 1.3 million people, and we have to come together to do the right thing, and especially black people. Black people up to this day ain't reached we have a political leader presently now is pointing me in a particular direction. I don't know where Heavy and them want to go with that. People will open up all their eyes now, man. Better I will call you back sometime.
Yeah.
I'm trying to follow up the
the live stream.
Yeah, the live stream.
Message Google now. You should know.
No, I know what to do. It's just I don't know if the internet is actually slow or something.
Okay. So people, don't forget that 2:30 we're gonna go live. Or the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is going to be on a live press conference at 2:30. So we are trying to get that up for you guys because it's almost 2:30.
Take one more?
Yeah, take one more call. So in the meantime, hello? Caller? Check the phone. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Good day.
Yes. You can't again.
Yes, yes.
You all hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
I'm so glad that Rowley Jr. called in and placed, because my saying on so many medias was like, right? I have invited so much media stations, right? I think maybe everybody from on 91.9 I invited to come to our area to see how dilapidated this area is. Right? For the past 20 or 25 years, imagine a whole generation and get a chance to enjoy a good sporting facility. Imagine the guys and them play basketball. And you know how they play basketball? They park the car and they shine the light on the basketball field.
Wow.
This is 2021, right?
Yeah.
Right? During the election call, I passed a letter for it to pass to my Prime Minister, right? To visit this area, right? Stating that he went to the library and he saw Isaiah Lamb, right? A bright young fellow, right? And I said that New Grant has so many Isaiah Lamb and Isaac Lame. You understand? Ladies. Okay? Right? Nobody. I invited people from all media stations. Once Arenica from TV6, they came, they highlighted. When they tried to get information from Sports TT, they realized there were no document concerning that ground where $3.5 million was spent to upgrade it. You understand? And today not even a light facility.
So,
right?
So the facility.
So no checks. So the checks and balances for New Grant Recreation Ground. For this last election, I listened. That is why I say I'm waiting for the SOE to finish, because this last budget pass here, I heard the finance ministers talk about grounds that's supposed to be upgraded. So I don't know if our ground is still shown on the system.
Can I ask you a question?
Sorry.
Does that New Grant grounds fall under the Moruga Tableland constituency or some other constituency?
No, it's on the Princess Town side.
It's on the Princess Town.
That's why I want the SOE to finish.
Who's the MP for that grounds?
Huh?
The MP that is in charge of that constituency is who? Which party? Which political party?
UNC.
Right.
But what they are saying is that they cannot hide the regional corporation, because the regional corporation was in charge of grounds. When I went to regional corporation and say that Sports TT took the ground unauthorized from them.
Okay.
They never told them they was to pay the grounds, right? Whoever got the $3.5 million, right? And when the time came now for lights to go on the ground, Sports City went to regional corporation, and regional corporation said the ground wasn't properly done and they're not signing off for no license gone. That is about 20 or odd years ago. So since then, no minister, no councillor hasn't seen it fit. The youth and them fed up. They try a little bit of all kind of thing. The only thing they didn't do was violence because some of us elders tell them to hold street. But when
are they holding street for 20-something years?
Huh?
But it's 20-something years are they holding street for?
Yeah, since 1998, I think.
So why are they holding street for so long? Anyway, I'm not inciting for them to do any violent protests or anything like that. But what I am saying to you is,
what is our alternative now? Listen, right? We're not worrying about that again. Let it keep that ground. Because we even made a suggestion to them, here what? If nobody wants the ground, give it to us. They say that cannot be done.
I just want to ask a question. I just want to ask you one question. Based on what Rowley Jr. said, do you think the main reason why the grounds didn't get lights was because of there's African people living in that community?
Yes.
You believe that?
Because somebody brought information to me where one of the councillors said they're not going to fix that ground because it's only N using it. You know what N means?
Mr. Ugand, we got to go because the press conference is on now, so we got to go. Okay? We're going to talk to you till next week. So
my number. Would you all take my number and make a visit to New Grant?
Okay. We'll try. Right?
Okay.
I'll see if I can message you after the show. We have your number on the phone, so we'll message you after the show.
We have to go, Heavy.
We have to go.
All right.
Okay, people, we're going straight to the... Okay, people, we're going to the press conference live right now. Until next week, we'll be back here, same time, same place. Continue listening to 919 FM.
The health team would have done their duty and would leave us, and I will continue with you, the media and the public, on other matters of interest to the population. So let's start, Dr. Parasham and your team. Let's go as we normally would with our state of affairs with respect to our COVID responses.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, medical team, members of the media, members of the viewing and listening public. At both public and private facilities, our October 15th update tells us that 373,044 tests have been done so far. New positives over the last 24 hours, 297. Our total positive cases so far, 53,689. Those total recovered, 47,790. Active cases now standing at 4,315. Of those in home isolation, 3,700. In terms of our hospital patients, 263, 55 in step down, 59 in state quarantine. In our deaths now stand at 1,584, and condolences to the families of all of those who would have lost loved ones during the pandemic. The Honorable Minister will go into the vaccination status, and I'll now ask Dr. Hines to give us the EPI update, followed by Dr. Richards. Dr. Hines?
Thank you, CMO, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, colleagues, members of the media, members of the viewing and listening public. The update for data as at October 15th, that's yesterday at 4 p.m., gives us an epi curve that has basically